Listen, I get it. You're seeing so many different business models online. You're seeing guys talking about day trading, drop shipping, Forex, crypto, so many different things that you can do. In today's video, I am going to talk about a business model that absolutely nobody is talking about, with the highest profit margins. It has the lowest startup capital across any single business out there that you can start. All you really need is a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection, and that business model is running a software brand. Essentially, what we do is we sell software to businesses all across the globe. We sell, software to businesses. It could be locally, could be globally, it doesn't really matter. We set these businesses up with systems that literally take 30 to maybe 60 minutes to actually get set up. You do the setup one time and your clients pay you monthly forever, as long as they're happy, of course, to continue paying you. So if you've been doing research and you've been thinking about starting your own business, then you've stumbled upon this video at the correct time. So without further ado, let's go inside and jump straight over to the tripod. All right, so now that we are inside and sitting in front of the computer, as you can see, I'm inside of my HighLevel sub account right here. If you've never heard of HighLevel before, I have so many other videos on my channel. HighLevel is pretty much a platform that allows you to partner up with them, white label it, which means you can put your own logo and your own branding and go out and sell it to these businesses for between 300 and 500 euros or pounds or dollars every single month. Let's jump straight over to this little feature right here on the left-hand side called AI Studio. Now, this feature right here is completely dominating. It's completely taken over the market right now. And myself and so many of the amazing software founders that I am working with right now are using this so heavily in the back end to sell websites and sell different systems to their customers. The first way of doing this, and this is one of the most popular ways of selling these websites, is actually offering the website to a business owner for completely free. The only thing that they need to pay for is the software and the hosting, pretty much your white labeled HighLevel. They just need to pay you for that every single month, and it depends on the other features that you're going to sell them. Some businesses are just going to pay you maybe 100 or 200 euros per month, and then some businesses will pay you 300, 400, 500 per month. Or if you're like me and you like working with super high-end enterprise clients to help them build out so many different things in the back end, we've had so many clients that are paying us anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 euros every single month. But that's not what I'm going to cover in today's video, because there is always a lot of building in those enterprise style clients. What I want to show you right here, right now, today is how to do this as quickly as possible so you can get some of these clients underneath your belt, so you can eventually transition into running your own software brand completely full time. So you don't have a boss, you don't have anyone you have to ask for permission to maybe take a day off here and there. The idea is that you will one day become your own boss. This right here is an example of a website that we built out here, a nice elegant style restaurant website for a restaurant that is based in Dublin. Now with this AI Studio, you can change absolutely everything. You can add your clients' logos, you can have the customers be able to book in a table, you can change out all the images, you can put their own images on there, you can add reviews, you can pretty much make these websites in literally anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, from literally just the initial idea to actually getting the entire website live on the internet. Now, one of the other things that most of your clients will actually need is this really simple automation right here, which there's all these templates for. There's thousands of pre-made, ready-to-go automation templates. You don't need to be a website design expert. You don't need to be an expert at building out these different automations. This right here is as simple as it gets. So the trigger on this automation is whenever someone books an appointment. Then what we want to do is send out a confirmation email. So this works exactly the same thing. So this could be if you're working with a restaurant, this could be the same if you're working with a gym, a real estate agency. You just want to be able to have a place where your clients can set up these emails so that they can send out these appointment reminders. Because the most important thing for a lot of the clients that you're going to be working with is how they can actually make money from the system. If they're going to be paying you 500 euros per month for the software, you want them to be able to actually make money on this. You want them to be able to bring in an extra 2,000, 5,000, or even 10,000 euros from your system, all just because you set up a simple system one time that they're going to keep using over and over and over again for months, even years into the future, while they're paying you when you have them on board as a client. Really simple next step then. We're going to wait 24 hours before the appointment. You're able to send out the 24-hour reminder emails. So there we go. Just a reminder that your appointment is in 24 hours from now. Exact same thing for the 1 hour. You can send out those 1 hour reminders and the 1 hour text messages. You can do so many different things inside of these automations right here. You're not just bound to
the emails and the text messages. If you have that customer's, Instagram handle or their Facebook messages, you can actually send out DMs as well. So you can send out DM reminders. You can send out whatever you want inside of these automations. You can get super, super creative with these. Now, the next most important feature is a simple feature right here called missed call text back. So your customers and your clients inside of your software will be able to go out there and get themselves an actual phone number that they can integrate into the system. So what that means is whenever your customer or whenever your client gets a phone call or they receive a text message from one of their customers or their clients, they're able to see everything inside of your software, also inside of the mobile application. But missed call text back right here is such an easy money lift for the clients that you're going to work with. It's the most simple feature to actually roll out. So once you have a customer and they have their phone number all purchased, this feature right here called missed call text back, anytime one of the customers of the clients you're working with calls up that business. So let's just take a restaurant, for example. Let's just go back to that same example right there. If someone was hungry right now, it's a Saturday night, and someone wanted to go out there, they were in a brand new town, a brand new city, they wanted to go out and get a nice meal, a nice dinner and sit down. What happens if they call up that restaurant and that restaurant doesn't pick up or they don't answer their phone? Well, chances are they're going to go to the next business down the line. They're going to go to the next restaurant because they are hungry right now. They want to see if there's availability right now in that restaurant. This feature completely saves that from happening. And this is such an easy lift for your client, because what actually happens whenever your client misses that phone call, that customer or that lead will instantly receive a text message saying, hi, this is location name. So this would be, hi, this is XYZ restaurant. I saw that we missed your call. How can I help? Now you can customize this message if you like. You can have this say whatever you want. You could say, just saw we missed your call. Are you looking to book a table? If so, just pop me a text down below with how many people and the desired time. Now, that customer then will reply, and then your client can actually go ahead and get that booked in. Now, this feature right here is one of the bigger ones that actually makes so much mathematical sense why your customers should actually start signing up and paying you for their software. Because take, for example, if on a Saturday night that restaurant misses out on 10 calls, that could be 10 potential people sitting down at the restaurant, booking a table, getting a meal and paying. Your average table, there might be anywhere from 2 to 4 people. Now, it depends on the country you live in, of course. I know for so many restaurants in Ireland and in the United Kingdom, dining out and getting nice meals isn't a cheap thing anymore. Per person, you'd be anywhere from 50 to 100 euros. So take, for example, let's just head over to the calculator. If your restaurant client misses out on 10 of these calls every Saturday night, let's just forget about, Monday through Friday and Sunday. Let's just go Saturday night. If they miss 10 calls on a Saturday night and the average table has maybe 3 people at it, that's 30 people potentially that they're missing out on. Now take per person, let's just meet in the middle. Let's go for 75 euros each. That is 2,250 euros that restaurant has missed out on the Saturday night alone. Now keep in mind, that doesn't include the other days. Doesn't it make sense if your client pays you 500 euros or 500 pounds per month for the software? Absolutely, because they're instantly getting a 4x return on their investment with you. They would have never got these calls back otherwise. These people that are hungry right now in these big cities, they're going to their competitors. They're going to the restaurant down the street. This right here is exactly the kind of thing that you want to be showing your potential clients whenever you're sitting down and doing an actual demo with them. Now let's go back over to the calculator right here, because I want to show you some simple math. Let's just say you went out there and you got 10 really simple clients paying you every single month for your software. That's 10 customers. And every single one of these customers, so like I said, anywhere from 300 to 500 euros per month is sort of like the average, especially among the software founders, which is a community and program that I run that has had so many amazing success stories come through. Take, for example, Max and Keenan right here, who are 2 of our amazing software founders that I work very, very closely with one-on-one. They were our £100,000 profit success story, and it only took them 10 months to do so. Or like Sam right here, who was our £30,000 success story in just 5 to 6 months. He also just made 42k just last month alone. So this right here is absolutely possible, and I'm gonna go super conservative with these numbers right here. If you had 10 customers paying you every single month, and let's just say, for example, each of those customers were to pay 300 euros. Let's just go on the lower side of things. 300 euros times 10 customers, that is 3,000 euros or pounds or dollars in monthly recurring revenue. Not one-time payments, monthly recurring revenue. If you then multiply that out by the 12 months of the year, that is 36,000 euros or pounds. That's a full-time wage. That's a full-time salary just from working on your laptop. And that's literally just from 10 of those customers right there. Now, one of the biggest questions that I get with this business model is, Jason, what are the actual profit margins? Because yes, this is all revenue, but what do I actually keep as the business owner inside of my pocket? The biggest thing that you need to understand with running your own software brand is it's very, very different to selling physical products. It's very different to all of these other different business models, because with software, you can sell it over and over and over again, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. Your average profit margins are anywhere from 90 to 95%. So let's just go 0.9. Let's multiply that by 90%. Of that 36,000 euros that you've brought in, you've been able to keep 32,400 of those euros. Now, that's just pretty conservative numbers. You know, of course, you can invest in hiring staff members, hiring team members, running paid ads, doing different marketing campaigns, which is naturally going to bring your profit margins down a little bit. This right here is the average that we're seeing across the board. So I hope this video right here has painted a really nice picture in your head that this is actually possible. This is how simple this actually really is. Those guys and those people that you're seeing all over my Instagram, those success stories, they're not some crazy people. They don't have like a crazy magic formula. They've just sat down, they've taken action, we've welcomed them into the software founder family. I've sat down, we've built out a one-to-one tailored game plan specific to their own situation, because a lot of these guys, whenever they're starting out, they're working 9-to-5 jobs. Some of them are working 12-hour night shifts. This is why it's super important. If you are looking for a coach or if you're looking for a mentor, you want someone that's not just going to give you some cookie cutter template. You want something, and you want someone that is going to come up with an exact one-to-one strategy tailored specifically to you. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about the software founder, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description. It'll be that first link down below there. If you do have any questions, drop them down below or shoot them to me over on Instagram. I'm super active inside of my DMs these days. My name is Jason McElchar. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video, and we'll see you in the next one.